were 5 weeks pregnant when you were competing for gold. When did you find out you were pregnant?
I remember after a match one day, and I was doing an ice bath, and I was just putting things together, and I was like, hey babe, he was in the other room with our boys, and I'm like, I think I'm late. And he goes, oh, that's how we do it. And then we just carried on. And it was such a beautiful thing because the Olympics are so intense and so gnarly and such a dream come true. And so to have this other storyline and like beautiful thing in my life developing at the same time, it was really, really powerful.
Was there any concern at any point about being pregnant or getting pregnant that maybe it would affect your career, your sponsorships?
That's a great question, actually. You know, before we had our first child, I was told not to do it because they're like, you know, you just won the Olympics, like you're gonna lose all these endorsements, people are gonna forget about you. When you hold your baby, it's gonna hurt your shoulder, your hips are gonna be the same. Like people told me the craziest things, and it kind of like, you're like, whoa, you know, I've never done this before, is that true? You know, usually sponsorship deals are 2 to 4 years, and I'm an Olympic athlete, so usually every 4 years my deals go away or, you know, renew them. So I think I probably wasn't re-signed after a couple pregnancies, but new ones came in. You know, certain brands step up when others leave, so that's just the cycle of life. I know I'm not always going to be with the same people. You know, I'll have outgrown them or they've outgrown me or whatever it is, you know.
To some extent, you know, every mother has to plan for that, right? But as a professional athlete, it's another thing to expect your body to perform at such an amazing level.
Yeah.
What is that process like?
You know, my experience getting pregnant, having baby, and coming back was really, really very empowering. I loved it, and I feel like going through the delivery process, I was like, I literally feel like Wonder Woman. I can do anything. It gave me a new appreciation for my body post-pregnancy, even though I was afraid to look in the mirror. I compete in a bikini, which we get a lot of flack for, but it's my performance bathing suit. It's my uniform. You know, it's not my string bikini that I'm going jaunting down the beach with. Like, I'm there to perform. And so the empowerment and the new awareness that I got from my pregnancies and my comebacks were awesome. You know, the kind of insecure woman in me, that's just part of it too. And it makes me work really hard. And, you know, sometimes I open up my bikini drawer and it's motivation. And getting, you know, a good spray tan before season starts, that helps lots of things too. But it's just part of it.
With women athletes and male athletes, there's obviously, you know, it's been covered extensively that the questions you get asked are different. This very interview, we wouldn't be having this if you're a man because the pressures on your body, it wouldn't be there. Does any part of you ever resent the fact that, you know, you have to kind of either discuss motherhood as a professional athlete or defend it?
No, I don't mind the different questions for the different genders. I think that I'm a very proud female athlete. I'm a very proud athlete in general, so I welcome the athlete-specific questions because I can talk all day about that, and I really do welcome the more female-centric questions because let's celebrate the differences in men and women. You know, I don't think it's derogatory. I don't think it minimizes what I do. I think it's a celebration of how much a woman can truly do. I mean, boys can't do what we do. They don't get to make babies, you know, and that's such a beautiful thing, and they get to experience another different, beautiful side of life.
What role does your husband play in your ability to kind of balance being a professional athlete and being a mother?
Without my husband, none of this happens, literally. Casey he's a professional athlete as well. He allows me to be free to compete. You know, if I had to worry about what my kids were doing or whose hands they were in, you know, it wouldn't be possible.
On paper, your resume professionally, I mean, it's unmatched by many people. Do you think he's had to sacrifice to make that possible?
Absolutely. You know, my husband he's all in with me. You know, I remember before Rio, he was like, babe, I hope you know my goal is to help you win a gold medal. He's like, I feel like it'll be my gold medal. It like meant so much for me to have him say that because it takes a man to be so supportive and to take a step back to a certain extent, to allow your wife to go and chase these big dreams. He's still working, he's still performing, he's still going after his dreams, but he's like, babe, you go and chase this dream on behalf of us, we're with you, and I will make sure we're good at home.